A Sunday breakfast made of paper. Grapes made of marbles. Meat made of vegetables. A brain made of wool. Or even a whole head made of food. Sarah Illenberger is a visual storyteller. Everything around her serves as a source of inspiration and of materials too. So when she's out shopping near her studio in Berlin, she's also working.
I love all materials, of course, but I've been especially fond of fruit and vegetables for a long time. Probably because they're so varied and the colors are so vivid. There's always an element of surprise because I don't know what I'll get. It's an organic material.
This is the studio where Sarah Illenberger tests the limits of traditional graphic design. Her work is featured in advertisements, glossy magazines, and in galleries, and is anything but flat. She describes herself as a 3D illustrator, combining techniques from the realms of art, graphic design, and photography. Her main interest lies in meticulous craftsmanship. Illenberger grew up in Munich, where her mother designed jewelry and her father ran a hip restaurant.
My passion for crafting things probably goes back to my childhood. I belong to the generation of children who grew up without TV, or at least with less TV, and without a computer or the digital world. So there was enough time and space to make things with whatever was around. The pantry in my father's restaurant was my playground when I was around 4 or 5. That awoke a lifelong interest in food.
Illenberger went on to study graphic design in London, then set up a jewelry label with her boyfriend at the time. But she felt limited in her creativity. So she started sending her 3D designs to magazines and got rave reviews. Now her works feature on the covers of leading publications all over the world.
I think that as soon as you touch things with your hands and let your own energy flow into them, something different emerges that's perhaps more human and not quite so flawless. That interests me more than the perfect surface of a 2D computer monitor.
Sarah Illenberger's approach can also be applied to larger surfaces. She regularly creates stunning displays for the luxury brand Hermès in Germany. She loves challenges and wants her work to look good from all sides. She tends to collaborate with other artists and artisans on larger projects. She worked with a Berlin carpenter to create these oversized office supplies for an Hermès display.
My career actually began with a big failure. I got a job at a design agency, and they let me go after 3 weeks. I'd been assigned to redesign an opera magazine, and when the creative director saw my result, he said it was unfortunately no better than the original, so I had to go. But he did something that was encouraging for my future. He said my portfolio looked more like a box of magic tricks than a traditional designer's portfolio, and that I didn't have to worry, I would make it somewhere.
And she did. Today, Sarah Illenberger is one of Europe's most successful illustrators, and her unmistakable style is in demand the world over.